Well, welcome to the first discussion post. This will be a time, like I said in the intro video for this week, a time to get to know one another a little bit better. I didn't want you to just get to know each other well, because that is wonderful and good and actually the main point, but I also wanted you to get to know me a little bit better so that you'll understand some more about my backstory and where I am coming from. So I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions in video form for you, and then give you some instructions on the discussion post as a whole. So the first question is my favorite TV show, or what is the greatest TV show of all time? In my opinion, Wheel of Fortune. It's one of those staples that my wife and I love to watch, our family loves to watch. Our son is just 4 years old, but he loves watching and throwing out letters. He doesn't really know what's going on, but it becomes a good family affair there for us as a family. Favorite movie of all time is much easier for me, and that is The Intern, a movie with Anne Hathaway, Robert De Niro. I love old buildings. I love entrepreneurship. I love some of the ways that movie really stimulated my brain, got me thinking about different things there, and ultimately just a wonderful story as well. So I thoroughly enjoyed The Intern. Favorite music genre is, for me, kind of folk, country, in that alternative realm there. I love the Lumineers, the Head and the Heart, the Riverside, Mumford & Sons. There's just a lot of groups in there that I really enjoy listening to when I am needing a break or just want to relax. I love records. One of the things my family does is at Christmas, one of the gifts I get is a record. So most recently, this past Christmas, I received Abbey Road with the Beatles. So I've got my record player in my office and enjoy when I'm getting my head down and going to work. Enjoy listening to records there. So those are kind of the realm of when records that my family will often get me, because they know that's my favorite. Most interesting vacation spot I have ever been to was probably Hawaii, just because culture was so different. But my favorite spot that I go to, which we go to at least once a year, sometimes twice, is Destin. It's a nice drive from West Tennessee down there. It's a manageable time in the car for 3 small kids. We've got 3 under 4, so it's can be 7 hours, just kind of our limit there. So we love getting down there to Destin. We love seafood. We love the warm air. We love everything about it. We found a lot of our favorite spots, and it's become a good spot for our family. We actually love going at Christmas, or around Christmas in winter. So we're not like lay out at the beach people, but we love being at the beach, and we love a lot of the realities of being at the beach. So going in the winter has actually been really good for me and my family compared to the busyness of summer when it's so packed. My favorite book of all time, if we can include series, I would say the Harry Potter series. I love the Harry Potter series. Have it from when I was a child. I kind of grew up with Harry and his friends. If we had to get it down to a single book, though, that really stands alone, I would say Gilead by Marilyn Robinson. It's been one that I've reread, that I've gone back to. I kind of take in smaller chunks. It's been great. What I like to do with my free time, like I said, I have 3 kids that are 4 and under. So spending time with my family, spending time with my kids is just the best. It's my favorite thing to do with my free time. If I have a little bit of free time, that's always going to be my go-to there. I love the outdoors. I grew up in Alaska before coming down here to go to Union, so I love all things in the outdoor realm. I like hiking. I like skiing. I like all those things. Not a ton of those things I can do in West Tennessee, but anytime I can get outside and hang out, I enjoy it. I also love the Golden State Warriors. That's like my favorite team. Any sport, any team, they're top of the list for me. My dad grew up in the Bay Area of California before moving up to Alaska with the military, where he met my mom. So he loves all things Bay Area sports. Growing up, that was very easily instilled into me, and so my dad and I have spent a lot of time at games together and cheering for the same teams. It's been a blast, and so Golden State has really been what has captured my interest. So I've got a Golden State mug on my desk. I've got a Golden State front license plate. That's just kind of my team and one of the things I enjoy. In terms of additional hobbies, I love disc golf. It kind of combines getting outside with having something to do. I also like regular golf. Disc golf is typically free for me to play, where regular golf can be a tad bit expensive and also just longer. So one of the things, my kids can hang out in the wagon and I can pull them and go through the disc golf course, where it's harder to do that in a golf cart on the golf course. So I also really like grilling. I enjoy cooking in general, but grilling is really the most fun for me. Except I can't seem to get grilling a pork tenderloin down. I keep leaving the middle of it undercooked, so we end up having to finish it off inside. So if I can get that down, then I would enjoy it even more. And then, like I said, I enjoy hiking and things outside. Those are some of my main hobbies. So in terms of the discussion post, what are my expectations? My expectations are that you will take these questions, flesh them out into a 400-word minimum response. That you, like I did with talking about some of these categories, don't just answer them, because you will get far less than 400 words if you just answer each question, but really flesh that out to, these are designed to be talking points for us to learn more about one another. So don't just give the answer, but give some of the why and what and how in terms of each answer that you're giving, and let that really flesh out into just kind of a snapshot of who you are and what sort of things you like. Then that's due Thursday night. On Sunday night, between Thursday night and Sunday night, go in, read your fellow classmates' responses. I would encourage you to read everybody's response. Like I said, this is going to help you understand where people are coming from in their various responses as we get into the material. And so I would read everybody's, but the expectation is that you'll choose one of those where either you have some differences or some similarities, and respond. Talk about things that you found interesting. Talk about things that you have additional questions about. If somebody says that their most interesting vacation spot that they've ever been to is Jekyll Island, then ask about Jekyll Island and what things were there and kind of what they found so interesting about it. There's some ways to respond as though we were in the regular classroom. That's the hope with all of these discussion posts, that if we were in the regular classroom, we may have more lively discussion that happens in real time. We're going to try to simulate a lot of that via technology and use that to our benefit to discuss things well with one another. So pick out one response, write a 200-word response to that, and you get those two things. If you hit the nail on the head with both those, you're going to do really well on all of our discussion posts. So I hope that this one goes well. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about myself and my family, and we'll look forward to continuing to learn more about one another as we go through this journey of APS 250. Have a blessed day.